Hey everybody, it is Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're having a good one out there. And today we're looking at the minor feud that exists between Dash, their CEO, and Charlie Lee, the founder and father of Altcoin. We'll let you know what Ryan Taylor is tweeting about. He is the CEO of Dash here on CryptoGlobe.com. Litecoin's Charlie Lee reignites Instamine controversy 8 years after Litecoin's launch. BeingCrypto.com is also talking about that issue. Here on CryptoNews.com, the CEO of Dash, as I mentioned, Ryan Taylor, has formed 5 strategies for driving mass crypto adoption. CryptoBriefing.com is also talking about Dash and why they're celebrating smaller transactions. NewsBTC.com, what Litecoin founder Charlie Lee thinks will drive crypto adoption. So we'll get it from both sides. We'll remind you guys that the Litecoin halving is coming right up. We're under a week. In 6 days and 11 hours and 38 minutes, Litecoin is going to be having the block reward is changing. BraveNewCoin.com is giving us a price analysis. And we'll also remind you guys that Bakkt is aiming to launch in Q3 of 2019, and they plan to track Bitcoin provenance. Let's begin today, however, with a reminder for all you out there in the Altcoin Buzz army to sign up for the Altcoin Buzz newsletter. You can stay up to date with the latest developments in the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry on either a weekly newsletter basis or a monthly e-magazine basis. And hey, if you want, you can select both of those options. All you got to do is sign up with your name, provide us with your email, and of course list the country in which you reside. You're not going to get spammed by anything, guys. It's just an info blast of pertinent news. So if you're in this space, if you're in the cryptocurrency sector, and you'd like to avail yourself of some of the information that we put together, then of course feel free to sign up for this weekly newsletter. We will link to this option in the description below. And here, as I mentioned, the CEO of Dash, Ryan Taylor, is active on Twitter. What's more is the network accomplished this feat with mean transaction fees of a fraction of a cent, at least 4 times cheaper than Bitcoin or Litecoin currently at many times TX loads. The test is less than 16 hours in so far, so Dash should far outpace Bitcoin capacity over full 24 hours. They're talking about the driven stress test to mainnet. Not to be outdone, however, on CryptoGlobe.com, Litecoin's Charlie Lee reignites Instamine controversy 8 years after Litecoin's launch. So he has tweeted some things, he's deleted them. Lee also took to Reddit to defend his reason for setting Litecoin mining difficulty low in the early days. So as Litecoin approaches its next halving, during which time the block reward will be reduced by 50%, the near decade-old controversy surrounding the currency's genesis has been resurfaced. Detractors of Litecoin have been critical of Lee and his handling of the Instamine phase in the early days of the coin's launch. Instamining, if you're not familiar, that refers to a process in cryptocurrency where coins are initially distributed in an uneven or unfair manner. Typically, it involves the release of coins in a disproportionate amount to a handful of miners and investors. In the case of Litecoin, it's been determined that the currency underwent a similar phase in the early days after launch. Lee said the following: "It's well known that Litecoin was fast mined in the first few days as the amount of people and hash rate was more than I thought there would be." Here is a deleted tweet from Charlie Lee. "It's hard to estimate how much hash rate jumped on it initially, but it was still fair with Litecoin as everyone had a chance to mine. What was unfair with Dash was that it was launched to friends only for the first few days, and then total supply reduced after the fact." Again, Charlie Lee put this tweet out and then quickly deleted it. Some community members, as is pointed out here, suspect that Lee withdrew the tweet after drawing attention to Litecoin's own contentious mining behavior. As outlined in a Reddit post addressing the issue, Litecoin clearly underwent an accelerated mining phase that produced 500,000 Litecoin in only 24 hours. So you have people like Macrochip, for example, and others responding to Satoshi Lite. Charlie Lee, 500,000 Litecoin insta-mined on day one. Irrefutable and forever tainting your blockchain. Tried to hide it, and when Dash inherited the bug you programmed, you had the audacity to pretend Dash did it on purpose after you covered it up for years. Embarrassing and ridiculous. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but nevertheless, that is Macrochip's take. Here on BeingCrypto.com, Charlie Lee stirs Dash Instamine controversy, attracts scrutiny to Litecoin's own misgivings. So again, we have the same story here from a different angle. Charlie Lee announced the Litecoin project all the way back actually in October 2011 as a robust alternative to Bitcoin. He described Litecoin as the equivalent of silver, of course, to Bitcoin's gold. In his forum post, post, Lee detailed Litecoin's many strengths, including faster transactions, open source friendliness, and community inclusion by having everyone vote on a coordinated launch time. Certainly, the ideas, I think, were noble, we can say, but this Instamind controversy was an oversight and something that was definitely overlooked. And of course, that original code that Litecoin used was then later migrated into the Dash ecosystem. In the first 24 hours of Dash's launch, approximately 1.9 million Dash coins were issued. This represented between 10 to 15% of the total Dash supply. It was later said that Dash's launch could have benefited from a couple months worth of scrutiny from a team of developers and testers, and it was added that if people had a chance to start over, they would have set the initial distribution to 10%, where anyone looking to sell would have to submit a 30-day notice. So despite all that, and beyond the he said, she said, the CEO of Dash, Ryan Taylor, has 5 strategies for driving crypto mass adoption. So beyond all the drama, that's really the most important thing. Today, Taylor disclosed during an interview his firm's strategies for promoting the user base of digital currencies as a whole in the future, and specifically he identified 5 key areas that have the capability of driving mass crypto adoption. So the first strategy that can trigger mass adoption of crypto includes cryptocurrency trading. Ryan feels strongly that the crypto exchanges should go a notch higher to boost transactions of cryptocurrency for driving in more trader engagement. At reason number 2, Ryan Taylor also believes that cryptocurrencies and Dash, of course, should involve themselves more in the world of cannabis. So thanks to this collaboration, not only the cannabis supply chain can reach the next level, but of course he feels that this is also going to help the price of Dash. Thirdly, cryptocurrencies can play a huge role in bringing about a change in cross-border payments. I think that goes without saying, and I don't really need to expand on that. The fourth vital strategy is what's known as wheelbarrow economics. Explained further, Taylor says that the devaluation or hyperinflation of the nation's own fiat can trigger people to go searching for an alternative store of value. So again, while that's true, I don't know if that's a strategy. You're not going to go out there and intentionally devalue a nation's currency. That's sort of an indirect strategy and something that you have to be opportunistic about. But nevertheless, the fifth area, as per Taylor's viewpoint, is the chargeback concept used by credit card firms. Taylor claims that Dash can solve the problems related to the chargeback, as it lets customers as well as merchants save a hefty amount which they otherwise would have to pay to these credit card firms. Dash is also being discussed here on cryptobriefing.com, where you can read why they are celebrating smaller transaction firms. It's no surprise that this relates to what we just discussed and the adoption in general for cryptocurrencies, mass adoption, but as well as Dash adoption specifically. And with that being said, what does Litecoin's founder Charlie Lee think will drive crypto adoption? This is on newsbtc.com. So after Vitalik Buterin's stellar keynote about Ethereum 2.0, NewsBTC got the rare chance to sit down with Charlie Lee, a Coinbase director of engineering turned Litecoin founder. The crypto pioneer told us all about his thoughts on how this ecosystem is developing, along with Litecoin's plan for global dominance. We'll read through one of these questions and answers, and then I'll invite you all to check out the rest at your leisure. But here, NewsBTC, a few months ago, you told CNBC Fast Money that the downturn in the crypto market has allowed you and the Litecoin Foundation to properly build out your product. Does that still hold true today? Charlie Lee. Yeah. So my point there is that when prices aren't going up like crazy, there are definitely fewer distractions. This means that it's a good time for people to keep their heads down and start to work on getting other products live. Just recently, we've been working hard on trying to add more fungibility into the Litecoin protocol. So what we're looking at now is doing a Mimblewimble extension block upgrade for Litecoin. So we're doing a lot of research into that, about how we could make such an implementation in a safe way. We want more fungibility and privacy in the Litecoin ecosystem. There's all kinds of talk not that long ago, it's kind of subsided now, about Litecoin becoming a privacy coin. So that is something that still seems to be in development in conjunction with the Litecoin halving, which is also fast approaching. It's potentially exciting times, and hey, not financial advice, but I personally think that Litecoin is being sold right now at a bargain. So check out the rest of this interview for all the rest of Charlie Lee's insights. And as a reminder here on CoinGecko.com, Litecoin is indeed halving in 6 days now, 11 hours and 25 minutes. At the time of this recording, Litecoin is sitting at just above $90, but if you're more interested in an in-depth price analysis that incorporates elements of the block reward halving quantitative analyses, then check this piece out on bravenewcoin.com, where you're going to be able to get your fix for all of the analytics and all of the data, technical information as well that may affect the price of Litecoin in the next week or so and beyond. And now just touching on this briefly, finder.com.au, Bakkt aims for Q3 2019 launch and plans to track Bitcoin provenance. This article from the 29th of July. If Bakkt is a glimpse of the future, it's a picture of cryptocurrency non-fungibility. Bakkt is currently in testing and is aiming for a full launch in the third quarter of 2019. Between now and then, it will need to overcome a few obstacles, according to a Bakkt slide deck obtained by the block, which we can view by clicking on this embedded URL. One of the more interesting side effects of its plans, as described in the slide deck, is that it will be actively moving to remove Bitcoin's fungibility through on-chain provenance systems. For the rest of the details as they relate to this story, check out this article. We will link to it, of course, in the description below. But that about rounds it out for today's news, everybody. Go ahead, sign up for that newsletter. I've reminded you a couple of times now. You know you want to do it. It's informative, it's non-invasive, and you'll be happy you did so. But check out the rest of our stories and make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. altcoinbuzz.io is the website. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed today's video. All the very best of luck if you choose to invest, but have a great rest of your day, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.